Tulsa King Season two's conclusion most certainly has several surprises in store, and one of them probably relates to Chickie Invernizzi, Dominic Lombardozzi. Even though the cast of Tulsa King Season 2 has expanded since the show's inception and Dwight Manfredi, Sylvester Stallone, has drawn more adversaries, Chickie has remained a constant source of conflict for the gangster. Dwight killed his primary rival, Jackie Ming, Rich Ting, but he will still have to deal with Chickie in Tulsa King Season two's conclusion. Chickie, though, might have a surprise planned. Chickie's performance has deteriorated during Tulsa King Season 2. From the beginning, Chickie struggled to maintain control over his group to the point where Vincent Piazza, effectively expelled him. Chickie, who has been largely ineffective as both a crime boss and a villain throughout the season, could unexpectedly become a significant actor in Tulsa King with a fresh perspective. If such is the case, Tulsa King Season May 2nd finish with a significant story twist altering Oklahoma as well as New York. Chickie is following Vince's directions and heading to Tulsa to face Dwight. Although Jackie Ming's death at Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 9, eclipsed Chickie's building narrative, it could still be quite significant. In one of the program's final shots, Chickie boarded a train bound for Oklahoma, following Vince's orders to confront Dwight. Although Vince had ousted Chickie from being the head of the Invernizzi family, he gave him a means to reclaim his authority should he be able to either kill Dwight or have him pay family dues once more. Once Chickie reaches Tulsa, there will be some sort of confrontation, but it could go in an unforeseen direction. Chickie's Tulsa King story so far reminisces Goody's. Strangely enough, Chickie's narrative at the end of Tulsa King Season 2 is starting to sound somewhat like Goody's, Chris Caldovino, narrative at the end of Tulsa King Season 1. Chickie and Goody's tales have many parallels, which could be important for Tulsa King Season 2's finale. Both gangsters arrived in Tulsa to face Dwight. They both traveled by rail. They both were becoming disenchanted with the leader of the Invernizzi family, and both had a long history with Dwight before arriving in Oklahoma. Chickie and Goody's stories differ, naturally, in a few key ways. Chickie, for instance, was on a train since he was on the TSA's no-fly list. Goody suffers anxiety of flying. Chickie's former relationship with Dwight was far more nasty than Goody's. Tulsa King is clearly making significant comparisons between Chickie and Goody, notwithstanding their differences. Tulsa King very obviously has a rationale for arranging Chickie's narrative this way and giving his fall from power great attention. Chickie might follow the same road Goody took by joining Dwight's gang. Why Chickie might choose to travel with Dwight into Tulsa King Season 2's finale. Chickie's evolution over Tulsa King Season 2 and Goody's part in the Season 1 finale seem to point to Chickie perhaps joining Dwight when he gets to Oklahoma. Not only would that be a suitable story turn for the season finale, but it also would be exactly in line with Chickie's character growth. He dislikes Dwight but probably hates Vince much more for firing him. Chickie most likely sees Vince's offer to rejoin the family as an insult, and he might consider Dwight's only opportunity to forcefully reclaim power over the Invernizzi family. Though Chickie is multifarious, his ego is among his most notable character defects. He tried to kill Dwight for breaking his rule, killed Pete because he believed he wasn't getting the attention he was due, and killed Joe solely to exact retribution on Goody for leaving the gang. Chickie, who believes the Invernizzi family is his birthright, is unlikely to return to Vince, the man who stole him, and request a pardon. He would be far more likely to forcibly bring the Invernizzi family back, but he would need Dwight's assistance to do that. If Chickie were to follow Dwight to Oklahoma, Tulsa King Season 3 would present numerous intriguing opportunities. Despite his unbalanced and erratic nature, Chickie could potentially be a valuable asset to Dwight due to his extensive gang world experience and mob-running skills. In addition to Goody and Armand, Max Casella, Chickie would be the third New Yorker to join Dwight's group, which could lead to some intriguing exchanges among the characters. Tulsa King could introduce Chickie as the perfect counterpart to Armand, as they both strive to gain Dwight's favor. Joining Dwight's crew certainly sounds feasible, but there's another, more likely but less shocking, way his journey to Oklahoma could turn out. Chickie could pretend to be interested in joining Dwight's group in order to get close enough to assassinate him. That would probably better suit his violent nature, but it would contradict his inflated pride. If such occurs, Chickie might not live long enough to see New York once more. But the ending of Tulsa King Season 2 is the only thing that can confirm Chickie's intentions in Oklahoma.